going on my phone. Okay. 12 seconds. There. Good. There. Timing myself. 12 seconds in. Alright. Hello, everybody. My name is Ostentatious24, and, welcome back to another mobile game video, where there's a bit of sad news, bit of painful news, and very, very sad news as it is. Mario Kart World Tour is meeting an end of service date. The game is dying and will be dead as of September 30th, 2026, Wednesday at 1 a.m. I'm guessing that's my time, because that's usually when the day change happens, is 1 a.m. That's also with daylight savings. Otherwise, without it, it's midnight when that happens. This is just a crying shame. It feels like a crime. And this is why I really wanted to cover a lot of mobile games on my channel and have a bunch of diversity. This is one of the reasons why I'm kind of a jack of all trades already, as is, with various franchises, even outside of being a content creator. All the things that I'm into, I like so many things. It's hard to pick favorites because I love a little bit of everything. Even some of the stuff I hate, like, God, I don't like open worlds. They really screws with my ADHD and OCD, but I mean, I still like them to a degree, and aspects of them, right? And that's a large reason why I want to cover a lot of mobile games, especially, and be a jack of all trades for them too, because you have your dedicated content creators for specific games and game franchises. You got your Sonic fan base content creators and whatnot. You got the PokeTubers that are I won't say anything about you got the Fire Emblem. I don't know if they have a specific name for those kinds of content creators. Zelda, Mario, all the big name franchises, right? Mega Man. I don't know. Is there a Pac-Man? Is there a solely Pac-Man, the grandfather of gaming? Does someone cover just specifically Grandpappy Pac-Man videos? That'd be kind of funny, honestly. if there is, I'd love to support them. It's kind of funny and fun. Not to judge. If Pac-Man's your favorite video game character of all time, hats off to you. It's interesting, considering all the other franchises that exist nowadays. But yeah, one of the big reasons for covering a bunch of different things, not just because I love covering and doing a bunch of different things, but why I specifically wanted to mix that with covering as many mobile games as possible, is to show that these games... I forgot I'm leaving it on the screen on my phone. Whoops. You know what? Here, I'll go buy Sailor Daisy, who I apparently didn't have yet. I have all the Rosalinas, at least. I've showed that off before, my collection of characters and whatnot, and all my favorites. Yay, Sailor Daisy, oh boy. Oh, I don't have the volume up. Whoops. But now let's get picked up on the mic. Damn it. I'll go put it on auto after I go buy these things. So then something's still going on while I'm talking. But I can also set the phone away so the music's not getting picked up twice in recordings. The flowery bandwagon. I also didn't have so Wario's Kart, but it's Daisy and flowery themed. Okay, I didn't have Summer Mario. Okay, I guess. You know what? Sure. As much as I like to make fun of him, I do like my Mario. I was the Mario boy, while my brother was Luigi. Back when we played the games. Mario Sunshine, he's got cool shades too. Ice cream. Is there anything else specifically I'd want? I don't know. I went and bought the chef one. I knew there was something probably in the works. That they're giving all these gems away and all these other special rewards. I'm like, they have been, like, the game's kind of been in a limbo kind of state. It's been alive, but like there hasn't been any major updates and new courses or battle mode or new courses, there was battle mode added, but new mechanics, new races, new characters. There hasn't been that added for, what, 2 years now? 3 years? The game's been going on for quite a while, despite there not being any major updates. They'll still do events, Halloween, Christmas, anniversary stuff, right? But, like, there hasn't been a proper updates with brand new stuff. So that's kind of unfortunate, and I was like, yeah, it's probably going by the wayside, but it still kept chugging along. I was like, yeah, well, hey, if it keeps going and they keep it alive, cool, why not? It's not like I'm trying hard to be the top tier Mario Kart World Tour player of all time, but I wanted to see how high I could get. I'm glad I managed to get the red, this is my favorite color, and the red Rosalina badge. Let's go look at those quick. Here's all my drivers. Woo, yay! So exciting! I've upgraded as many as I can of my favorites. Wario, Rosalina, as much as possible. Some of them are happenstance, accidental. Luigi, I remember the Swedish, or the sausage leader who's in Luigi. I just remember getting a crap ton of him at one point. I'm like, okay, sure. And he was awesome. he was great. I used him quite a lot, I remember. Oh, I don't have that gold me outfit. And I'll never get it. Oh, the reindeer I kept missing out on. No! Damn it, no! I think I actually missed it the past couple years. It's not that I couldn't have won it, I just forget, and then it's like the final day, and then they expire, and I missed the cutoff chance. I'm like, no, I missed the reindeer again. Alright, next year. No, I did it again. Alright, next year. Well, damn, that's not gonna be possible this year. Damn. Trickster. Oh, I'm missing a Halloween card? No. No, why am I like this? No. Ice Blue Poltergeist. Oh, that's cool. The Comet Tail, that's beautiful. That fits the Aurora Rosalina so much. Why don't I have that? Cool leg, that's probably... And then there's some things that are limited to the gold. I like this one a lot. Sweet ride. The gold, oh, that one I like too, the Phoenix one, Blazing Eagle. It's a Phoenix, what are you talking about? It's on fire and it's a bird. It's either a Firebird or a Phoenix. I maxed out the Bandwagon Wario's car, because Wario's one of my favorite characters too. All the things I've invested in just ever so slightly. Whoops, nope. Gliders. Skim through them real quick. Look at them all. This one's probably my most invested parachute. One of them at least. The Starman. Like the rose and how it looks like. What are those called? stained glass. The stained glass window. I was like, my god, that's gorgeous and beautiful. I love it. So I invested in that one a little bit. All these other ones. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to individually click on all of them. It'd be a little tedious just to show them off on a bigger screen. Maybe I should do that. I'm sure someone will have actual data that's backed up somewhere. Golden wings I invested in because they're cool. They're dragon wings but golden. All the things, all the characters, all the stuff, all the things. Alright, I'm gonna go set it down now. And then go watch the day. You know what? Here it goes. Let's show off the things we just unlocked. And that I just bought upgrades to. It was at level 1, but I got to level 3 with all the rubies or quartz or whatever they are I got. Auto! Yes. If I set it too far away, then I'm gonna have to keep getting up and down. Put it here. My talents. Books! Hide it with the books! Hopefully it's not getting picked up too much. But yeah, it really is just a crying shame that this is happening. Because, I mean, it's not a major game, but like, it clearly had a lot more going for it versus some of their other games they've instituted, like Dr. Mario World, which has been dead for a few years now. Dragalia Lost, how long has that been? Which sucked even more. That's really when I started to think about this. And then when I was thinking about being a content creator, I'm like, this is why I need to do it. Especially because that was the first original Nintendo IP in how many years? I mean, it wasn't Nintendo. It was Nintendo owned, but it was made by another party. I don't remember the name of it. They also own Princess Connect, if I recall correctly, which I have gripes about with as well. It's not the company's fault, it's Crunchyroll's fault. That one, killing the English servers despite the Japanese ones are still thriving nowadays. They give out, I've heard from fans saying, oh yeah, they give out free characters all the time. I'm like, well, sure, it'd be cool, and I'd love to get back into it. It was just too painful, man. I had so many characters that I invested in and I liked. I don't think I spent money on it, but it was too painful. It was just too painful, and I was like, sure. And even though I wouldn't be able to read it for the story, like, I could go back and play it. And this past year, I've been leaning towards maybe still picking it up, doing a Japanese server attempt of recordings for the game, just to see if the rumors are true about how much they've really been pandering to fans in a good way. But yeah, there are so many games that just they don't deserve to die, and especially with Dragalia Lost being an original IP, it really sucked. And it might have been not doing as well as when it started out, and it was feeling kind of rushed with the story in the final year, so they were probably running out of money. And to be fair, I think a large part of it is, despite how much all of us, especially poor people like me, love to get free stuff, right? And Dragalia Lost was very, very free-to-play friendly. At the same time, if you're too much that, then obviously you're not making money, and then you can't keep the game alive. So that was probably part of the problem with Dragalia Lost, sadly. But there's no reason that they should just flat out die out. And when I heard about Konosuba Fantastic Days dying out, specifically, it'll be 2 years, been 1 year, 6 months ish, somewhere in that ballpark range. Their anniversary would have been about 2 years around now, I think. September, August, was that right? Maybe? I don't remember. But yeah, that game died. But the creators did something unique and cool, and something that no other mobile game has ever done. They made an offline server for players to still experience the story and the characters. There's some things you'll still miss out on, unfortunately, such as, you know, you kind of need licensing for certain characters. The crossover characters, Shield Hero and Konosuba Fantastic Days, right? They're not of the same company and universe. The ReZero events, Japan had 2, I believe, and then us English server ones only had 1. The game didn't roll around fast enough to get her to the second one, unfortunately. Slime Isekai, Eminence in Shadow, also ones we missed out on. What are ones we actually got? Why can't I remember them? Overlord! That was one. It had 2 big events dropping at back to back with a lot of characters. But so yeah, due to licensing, obviously it's gonna be a little tricky to fit that in before an end of service, and then they're not included in the offline version, unfortunately, which is why I recorded as much as I possibly could of those characters, their stories and whatnot. At least the ones I did have. There's a couple I missed out on, like I didn't get Aqua and the raccoon girl, what's her name? Shield Hero. Damn it, Raftalia! Aqua in a Raftalia costume. Or I didn't get the Shield Hero himself because I went all in on Raftalia and then a little bit for Raftalia, or Aqua in the Raftalia costume. I unfortunately didn't get the Shield Hero himself. Missed out on that. But I contacted other content creators and they were happily and willing and ready to share it, so then there could be complete libraries out there for this game, and I was happy. Nobody asked me, but I was completely fine if people asked me and they wanted me to share my videos with. I didn't put watermarks in any of them either, just in case. I don't put watermarks generally in my videos. In general, I don't think. Or if I do, it's because it's auto, and I don't bother with it. And maybe the YouTube settings has it set to auto. So. Sorry if you see my little face in the bottom corner of the screen, but yeah. I would have happily and readily shared the videos themselves. Let's choose another map. Sydney. Sure, Gold Mario. You know what? There's another Summer Daisy. Yahoo! Hoping to show off Rosalina, but sure. Auto. I probably didn't mess with the controls, so it probably wasn't a good camera angle. Sorry about that. Is there a bag I could hide in it or something? There we go, my laptop bag. Hold on a second. There we go. Daisy's in the lead. She's in Wolverine. It's in auto mode. There we go. This is my laptop. So hopefully the sound doesn't get picked up too much. There we go. There's a solution. But yeah, it was. The point being that there's some costumes I found out in the offline versions of the game that unfortunately don't make it in. Generally, it's the 3-star or lower character alts skins. Like there's this one of as I liked and didn't get shown off in the battle animations, at least. Like, they still have the art itself, but they don't have battle animations. They only have battle animations with the 5-star special alts characters. I think there was one with Amy who was an original. That was another reason to cover the game. They had original characters that, who knows if they'll make it into the mainline franchise in general, whether it's the anime or the manga, or other games like I was also playing Clothes of Konosuba, these Clothes of Desire, or whatever it's called. Maybe they could show up in that, and that's another reason to cover it, just to show that players loved a lot of the original characters, and they wanted to see them appear in more official standings in the universe. Whether it's Konosuba or other franchises. But the point being, it really went to show that companies can totally 100% do this. For library, for future generations, for storing purposes, there's no reason there can't be offline modes to mobile games for players to still experience the characters, the story, even if it doesn't really have the gameplay settings that it's known for, in like battle mechanics in Konosuba, right? Because it's kind of an RPG's thematic battle system. Mario Kart World Tour, the racing system, maybe you can't race, but you can still look at your collection of characters, right? And another game that might be on the downhill spiral with this is Fire Emblem Heroes, which is going to be very, very painful, especially because I have put a little bit of money into that game. It's going to feel a little... That's another reason why they should do offline versions. It's just... a lot of people put a lot of love into units and into the games, and they put money into them. I'm not a whale, but because I can't afford that, but I've still put a lot of money into certain mobile games, and it'd feel criminal if there wasn't a way to still interact with those characters and stuff after the fact. Like if Fire Emblem Heroes dies, like there's maybe 1 or 2 more chapters, I believe, so maybe 1 or 2 more years it will last, maybe. But like if they had an offline mode, I'd say make all the characters in the entire library interactable, but like on the home menu in your castle, or in the what's it called, the Aether Paradise, or like Resplendent alts, if you bought them before the end of service, then you would be the only one that can actually experience that stuff. I mean, it'd be nice if they allowed it for everyone, but it'd be a nice little touch to show the love for the fans that showed the love for those specific characters, right? And Fire Emblem Heroes is such a big, grand thing. It's one of the biggest mobile games. It's been going for how many years now? Over 9 or 10? It's been going on for a long time, and has been doing really well, and honestly, it's probably been doing... Not to knock any of the more recent Fire Emblem games, but it's probably done a lot better sales-wise, despite being a mobile game, than the actual mainline Fire Emblem games. At least, probably not comparable. Maybe comparable to Three Houses. Three Houses was really beloved though, so maybe not. But like Engage, Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Houses Hopes or something. It was also a Warriors-like game, wasn't it? Where they have Shez instead of Byleth as the protagonist. right? Engage, did I already say engage? Something to those effects. But yeah, those probably, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people love those games. It's not to knock them. But honestly, when you reflect on it, Heroes has probably done way better than any of those games. Maybe not combined. That's probably going way too far. But Heroes has just been it's been a juggernaut. That's the right term for it. I can't think of the right word for it. It's been a juggernaut in the mobile gaming scene. Maybe there's other mobile games that do better. I know Fate Grand Order is one of the biggest mobile games of all time. Heroes might not be... Is it on that level? I don't actually know the numbers. That's why I want to speak out of turn. But like, it's probably up there. Maybe it's still not on the same level, but it's still been a juggernaut to last this long, and it's clearly making a lot of money, even when it has downhills and just stagnant waters, or whatever you want to call it. When the pools are just kind of bland, or the characters are kind of bland, when brave units are kind of bland. Adult Tiki! That one hit me personally. Just gave her young Tiki's outfit. What the hell, man? But yeah, it's been such a juggernaut, and it would be a crime to see that game just completely be dead, 100% dead. Like, no one can experience it in general. It'd be horrible. It'd suck. And talking about so many other mobile games. Sorry about that. I know this is more so about World Tour, with its death being more so on the horizon, but like, it just goes to show that a lot of these mobile games, and this is why I want to do these sorts of videos, is because in their own right, they are juggernauts. They are good enough to be comparable to mainline equivalents of their franchises, right? World Tour has been probably more beloved than the most recent Mario Kart World. Is that what it's called? It's hard to look up stuff for either or because they share the same damn name. It's just one has Tour in it. But yeah, it's like, that one hasn't been doing... It did well out the gate, but like, it hasn't been doing well since, I've heard, in terms of sales. But yeah, and then you know what's even more crazy? They actually made some of the courses in Tour available in a mainline game. I don't agree with how they handled this personally, but they had Mario Kart 8 back on the Wii U, and then they made DLC for it, which was cool and fun. Yeah, sure, okay. I bought the DLC. I didn't buy the game because I just rented it from a library, I believe. But I ended up completing the entire game, getting all the trophies and the 3 stars and whatnot, right? And then it was announced on the Switch when the Switch came out, and there was the collection bundle. That's what my Switch is. It came with, I got it during Black Friday in a bundle with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And you know, that's kind of the point of calling a game a deluxe, is when it includes the DLC in the game, right? It's the full experience. It's a deluxe version. It's got the whole game. And then they went and made DLC for the deluxe version. That doesn't make it a deluxe game anymore. That kind of defeats the purpose of calling it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's a whole other thing I won't get into. I have issues with how companies, not completely, there are some companies that handle DLC well, but like that is definitely an instance of just terribly handling DLC. When at that point, fans have waited so long for Mario Kart 9, no, World. They've been waiting so long for a sequel that, like, it just seems greedy and scummy to do that. But one of the courses was the Christmas track from World Tour. And I haven't bought the DLC, but, like, that really made me want to buy it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I love celebrating holidays, Christmas, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day. I was like, I want it so bad. Whenever it goes on sale. Never, because Nintendo stuff never goes on sale. Unfortunately. There's so many things I'm like, I'll just wait for a sale. And it's never gonna go on sale. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I'll wait till it's on sale. Fire Red Leaf Green was released recently. I'll wait till it's on sale. That's not gonna be. Nintendo rarely releases things on sale. Or if they do, it's still not at a great discount. Ugh. Those are I'm sorry. Those are so many different cans of worms I just opened. I'm terribly sorry about that. The point being that was, despite my gripes with that, it was kind of a cool thing for them to do. And it really just goes to show how much of an impact World Tour had on the gaming community and gaming sphere and everything. It feels like a crime to just go out and outright kill it. When there's people that have put time and effort and money into this stuff, and they have loves for certain characters and whatnot, there's no reason you can't have an offline version of it. Hell, there's no reason they can't port it over to a console. Like the Switch or the Switch 2. There's no reason, like, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if the Switch 3 was just because Xbox Series X and the PS5 are basically computers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Switch 3 is just a tower. It's a Nintendo computer for you. It's $1,000 and you can play all your Nintendo games and use it as a computer. Oh boy, so exciting. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing with some mobile games. They're a little easier to play, such as Konosuba Fantastic Days, because there's ways to emulate it, and well, Nintendo's against emulation, right? So it's a little harder to play offline versions of the games. But at the same time, there's no reason they can't put it on their consoles, right? Pokemon Unite is a mobile game that's both on mobile platforms, phones, tablets, as well as the Nintendo Switch. And I presume the Switch 2. I played it mostly on my Switch. I don't like touch controls, so whenever I pick up Unite, it's very rare nowadays, but whenever I do, I use it on my Switch. I use the controls rather than touchscreen. There's no reason Dragolio Lost couldn't have gotten that treatment on the 3DS or the Wii U or the Switch 1. There's no reason that all these games could. Pokemon Shuffle. Pokemon Shuffle was a mobile game. And it was available on the 3DS. I still have my save data of it on my 3DS. I can access that at any point, despite it meeting an end of service date. The game is dead. There's no new updates. But they still have, I think, rotation of Pokemon every week or day or something. But it's not anything major. I've already gotten them all. But it's an offline version of Pokemon Shuffle that is still accessible. That I can hold right here in my hands. My 3DS is probably dead, so I can't probably turn it on. Yeah, no, it's not turning on. I haven't charged in a long time. I was gonna be like, Logan, listen to the music! Listen to it! No, it's my 3DS kind of dead at the moment. Not dead, it's just, it's taking a little bit of a nap. It's old. But yeah, that is an example of, let me change the track for you while I keep talking. That is an example of, oh my god, 30 minutes. Hold on, pause everything. 10, okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't realize how long it got. This is probably gonna be a long video, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, file sizes on whatever I use for my phone recording, I don't remember what the app's called, they tend to be stupid big. They are very big for whatever reason, in the gigabytes range rather than megabytes if they're too long. If it's about 20 minutes, it's over a gigabyte. If it's about 40 minutes, it's about 2 gigabytes. I'm like, okay, that gets to be a problem in the editing process that I have going if it's too big. Sorry about that. But yeah. What was I talking about before that? I shouldn't be talking too much longer anyways. We were talking about Pokemon Shuffle and how the 3DS is doing the 3DS stuff, and it's still, mine's taking a power nap, but it's still alive technically. Alright, go watch Mario do some sunshiny stuff with the gold cap parachute. Alright. You know what? I'll leave it. I'm not gonna put it on auto. Let's just see if me doing nothing. I can't zoom out. I can't. We'll just see if me doing nothing can get me a good rank. It has happened before. I actually got first place once from not doing anything at all. Just the mystery boxes. Good luck. But yeah. Anyways, Pokemon Shuffle exists despite meeting an end of service and being dead. Konosuba Fantastic Days, a non-Nintendo one, had an end of service date and still exists in some capacity. And there are I was gonna wait till I did a proper review of Konosuba Fantastic Days, but obviously there was a lot of missed potential with the offline version of it, but at the same time it was unprecedented, because, is that how it's pronounced? Unprecedented? Something to that effect. This is that word. You should know what I'm talking about, I think, hopefully, maybe. Despite my blah, 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 I'm tripping on my tongue and brain. It was unprecedented for really any mobile game to have an offline version. And despite a lot of missed opportunities and potential with how they handled it, it still was a milestone because they proved it could be done. And other companies, they should take note of how it was handled. And they should improve it and improve that formula and make it better and fine-tune that whole thing. You could make a perfect, ideal offline version of any mobile game if you really wanted to put your mind to it. Hell, I'm pretty sure I've seen... Nintendo, don't get mad if you're listening. I hope you're listening to this, because if you're not, I'll travel to Japan, I'll back you all upside the head. Yo, you make an offline version of Mario Kart World Tour right now, damn it. Pokemon Master ZX, go, and Fire Emblem Heroes. I was like the one I was talking about earlier that I really like. What else is there? Bring back Dr. Mario World and make an offline version, just so you can make an offline version of it. Mario Run. It feels like it's a mainline Mario game, despite not really having a story. And it was the first game Daisy was playable in. It was the first Mario game in which Daisy is an actual playable character. Well, setting sports aside, the kart racing, right? An actual Mario game, a side-scroller, or a 3D platformer. She was available in it. And then she finally became a playable character in Mario Wonder that I still haven't played yet. But I know she's in it. And I think Rosalina was added with recent DLC, maybe? Gotta get that now. Definitely gotta get it now. Love Rosalina. But yeah. There's so many things that still has updates too. They did a recent update bringing in trophies for the Mario World or Mario Galaxy movie. They didn't have a Rosalina one, unfortunately, which didn't make sense. They had a Mario one, they had Bowser Jr., bleh, and then they had a Bowser one. I'm like, oh, come on. Or no. They had a Yoshi one too, maybe? They weren't four, were there? Maybe it was Mario on Yoshi? I don't remember. They didn't have Rosalina, which was weird, because, to be fair, despite being the Mario Galaxy movie, she's really not... I don't want to spoil stuff. I don't want to spoil stuff! I have my grievances with it, but I won't spoil it and ruin it for other people. But yeah, that was a precedent thing for Mario Run to make Daisy a playable character. And all these other characters, there's different colors of Toads and Yoshis that are playable. I think that's about it. It really didn't do a whole lot else, but I mean, it's still a fun game that I like to pick up and play once in a while. And there's no reason it also couldn't be on the Switch. And that if it dies someday, which it most likely will, there couldn't be an offline version of that game. There's no reason for it. The only thing stopping Nintendo is really themselves in this matter. It's whether they want to put the time and money into doing that. And if they really cared about their fans, they would do that. If you really cared about your fans, Nintendo, you would do that. I'm not gonna point fingers and play the blame game here, but like, it would go a long way if you did that sort of thing for fans, because a lot of your mobile games have made milestones in gaming in general, not just the mobile gaming communities, but gaming in general. It's... No, we already used Summer Daisy. Sorry, Daisy fans, but I'm a Rosalia fan. Let's show off the fire Rosalia. Look at it, he got a cute ponytail too. Why not? Sure. That one, sure. Auto. Fire! Tap the whistle button to change. But yeah, I'm talking about all these other games, I'm sorry about that, but like, it's all to point to the fact that... Let's change the filter too already. Oh, it's that whoa. There we go, cartoon. Oh, I love this stage. I haven't listened to the music in forever. That's from the Game Boy Advance Mario Super Circuit. Oh, I love that. That was my first Mario Kart. That was one of my first games in general. One of the first games I owned was Mario. I used to, because I was like 5 at the time when I got my Game Boy Advance. I used to call it Super Circuit because I didn't know what a circuit was. Yeah, I have a lot of love for the franchise. Maybe not as much as others, but like, there are so many things World Tour. Stalking my laptop. What's in it? Oh, is it something that's gonna attack me, or is it something I can attack? Oh, it's making noises. Oh no! You were thinking that it's my phone that's causing it. Sorry. I should stop being straight. Sorry about that. God, I wish I could have recorded. Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop. Alright, oh, she's walking away. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. God damn it. Sorry about that. Go back on my Fox blanket. Anyways, yeah. What was I talking about? God damn it. Alright. Yeah. The point of all this, the entire point of all this is there's no reason they couldn't make an offline mode, and it's really themselves that's holding themselves back from doing it. Especially when they've done it in the past before, when other companies have been able to do it with the Konosuba Fantastic Days. They did it themselves with Pokemon Shuffle. There's no reason to have just the game completely be dead and not viewable or accessible in any capacity in the future. It's just, it's wrong. Excuse me. It just feels wrong that for them to do that. Especially when a lot of their things have made a lot of milestones in the gaming community, and especially the mobile gaming community, whether it's Fire Emblem Heroes or just a few tracks that haven't been seen in a Mario Kart as of yet, and then they end up getting added into a mainline Mario Kart game. And then the costumes. I think Mario Kart World also has different costumes for characters, right? Maybe. They probably implemented that from World Tour. There's no reason that they couldn't do this. It's a crying shame that it's most likely just gonna outright die completely. So, yeah. If Nintendo's listening, please, even if you don't have the time now, there's 2 months and 1 week. It's July 24th as of recording this. And I forgot to mention that, I think. I noticed it when, at the top of the screen, in the shop, no longer on sale with the gold pass. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Wait, I can get all these free? Oh, you're being extra generous. Cool. And then I scroll down like I am now and, oh, no longer being sold. Why is that, though? Check out the notifications for details. What? Why? Oh, I have a notification. What's in the news? I never look at the news, but I guess I will this one time, and I'm glad I did. And yeah, we've come full circle. Viewing period ends. Oh. Check the file and play records for a set period of time, even after service ends. These can continue to be checked via in-game menus after service ends. Viewing period ends January 13th of next year. So they did. They did a half-baked job. They did a half-assed job. It is still viewable and has an offline mode, but even that's going to die at some point. Why? Why would you do that? I think Konosuba Fantastic Days is or did as well. Like, it was gonna last for like a year, and they're like, oh, you can download it, but you gotta do it within the year. And I mean, I guess that makes sense, because obviously they'd have to pay money to keep it going. But again, learn lessons from these other things. There's no reason you couldn't have it available in a larger capacity in an offline mode. Again, Pokemon Shuffle on my 3DS. There's no reason they couldn't move them over to a console, handheld or home console, or otherwise move it to a Nintendo computer or something. There's no reason that they couldn't do this, and they should, but the real question is, will they? And honestly, I don't know. It all depends, I think, largely on us, the fans. It's probably too late for World Tour as it stands, unless a lot of people really made a lot of hoopla in the following months, these next 2 months, and then gotta count on my fingers, sorry. October, November, December, 4 months, 6 months until the game's completely dead. 2 months until the end of service, and then 6 until it's completely off the map, gone forever, good. There's no reason that you couldn't do this, Nintendo. There really is no reason you couldn't do this in any capacity. You've done it in the past, other companies have done it with mobile games, and other mobile game companies listening, I hope you listen well to and do this as well. Especially because I'm also a fan of Fate Grand Order. That'd be cool to see that get an offline mode when it eventually dies. And yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of saying. You get to view your player's stats. It'd be cool to have the complete gallery unlocked, but at the same time still having your player's stats available just as kind of a trophy of sorts, right? To be like, I did those things. Especially when it's with your favorite characters within a franchise. Sorry I'm going in loop, I'm kind of doing a recap of all my thoughts right now. But yeah, there's no reason Nintendo or other companies in general can't do this for mobile games as a whole. And they really should. Especially a monster of a company as Nintendo with all the money they have. There's no reason they couldn't do this. And again, they have done it in the past. And you know what, Nintendo? If you don't, then fans will. Did I finish that statement? I don't think I did. Alright, whispering to you now. Nintendo can't hear us when we whisper. Dragalia Lost has an offline mode made by fans. If you download it onto an emulation, and into this, that, and these, and over here, and this, and that. I haven't actually tried it out myself, but it exists! And, okay, yeah, jokes aside, Nintendo, you have so many rules and issues and complaints with emulation and all these other things. Piracy, and which is, they group into emulation, but it's completely different, because in a technical sense, emulation isn't piracy, because piracy is the stealing and then reselling of stolen goods. That's not what emulation is. But I'm also not a lawyer. I'm not speaking on I'm just saying. But the point being, all jokes aside, Nintendo and other companies, if anybody's listening, if you don't do it, the fans will. And honestly, you have no room to complain if the fans do it, because you could have done it. You should have done it. It's just the fans showing the love for these games that they want to have survive in some capacity that 100% you could have done. So, keep that in mind. Fans, keep that in mind too. If Nintendo doesn't do something, I'm not saying to go and do illegal stuff, but you won't see me blinking twice at if there's an offline version made by fans of World Tour or other Nintendo games. And I know they wouldn't be happy with this, but really, Nintendo doesn't have room to complain because they totally could have done it themselves. They only have themselves to blame if they don't do it. Honestly. In all honesty, they 100% can, especially with all the money they have. And if they don't, then the fans will take it into their hands. Fine, I'll do it myself. Right? Meme stuff. Because fans are determined, especially when it's something they really, really love. They'll go to the ends of the earth to make their dreams a reality and bring things back from the dead, no matter what it takes. And if Nintendo has, or any other companies really have a problem with it, then do it yourselves. Put it on a console if that makes it easier to back it up and make an offline version, or just do it. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it. Alright. I think I said everything. Sorry if I repeat a little too much. I mostly do it just to make sure I get all my points across. I think I did. I think I said everything I wanted to. I should have done one more race. Sorry about that. Oh, no. I didn't show off my favorite characters, even though I've already done that in a video. Profile, that's what I'm looking for. Whoa, look at my stats. I was almost at 60, and then I just dropped the ball with the last two tours. Damn it. Past tours? No, that's not what I want. Player info there. Look at all my Rosalinas. Look at them. Summer was the one I fully invested in first. She's so beautiful with that dress and stuff. And there's the cooking one I like. And I love Halloween, right? I think the Aurora one's in first because that one is my favorite. It's such a beautiful dress and she looks lovely in it. It's kind of the order from left to right, top to bottom, the order of my favorite Rosalinas. I liked Raccoon more than Cat Rosalina, so I put that there, and then I wanted to include the basic Rosalina in the lineup as well, so that's why she's there rather than Cat Rosalina. But yeah, those were my thoughts on all this, and it's gonna suck and be painful to see it go, but it is what it is. I can't completely blame Nintendo on it either. Obviously, like, as a business, they have to do some things. Otherwise, bad things can happen, right? Obviously, it is a big corporate conglomeration company that they do have a lot of money, right? But at the same time, them losing money, who cares? But at the same time, if they lose too much money, then they can't make the games we love, right? There's a balance to the systems, and obviously, at some point, it does make sense for mobile games to die out because otherwise the servers are running and it's costing them money and whatnot. That's not the problem. The problem is that they are capable, and it is possible to have offline versions of games. That is the entire premise to this video. With all that said, I think I've covered about everything. Once again, sorry if I repeated too much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments. Do you agree with any of my points, or do you disagree on any of my points? I didn't want the buggy, but sure. Put her first. Ooh, fisheye spear. Pop art. Ooh, I like that one. We'll do that. I was gonna do one of the black and white. We'll do that as I sign off and show you about. Alright, so with that said, I hope you enjoyed, and again, feel free to leave comments and criticisms and stuff in the comments below, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and or evening, and until next time, whatever it is I may do, Mario Kart or otherwise, Mario in general or otherwise, Rosalina or otherwise, Wario or otherwise, Mario Baseball or otherwise, sure, why not? Daisy or otherwise, yeah, everybody loves Daisy. Waluigi or otherwise, even though he's barely in anything. Whatever it is I may do, Mario or otherwise, I hope to see you then. Farewell.